Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 21 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Bryan, and Reaves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Wow, welcome back to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I'm here with my award-winning co-host, Reaves. Say what's up.
Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, I am award winning. I have won many awards. All of them were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Never got back after that.
Is your co-host here?
Let me see. Hey, Bryan, let's say hello to the people.
PODCAGF. That's for you guys out there. Hope everyone likes that. I know people are really into this whole
I don't
chapel,
really get the REF.
People are really into this Chapel Roan person, so I thought
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Can't.
Okay.
I thought I could put a little bit of that in here, and I think it worked.
Can you do it again? And
Nope.
then I'll do my tag.
Do
it one more time. Do it one more time.
It's one night only.
Do it once more.
What is your
One
tag?
more
You don't give an
time.
RTF?
No, I don't get the REF, the reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Chapel Roan.
Yeah, we got that now. So
I'm not happy that I did it.
I am. That was
I
good.
am too.
It was very
pretty.
musical way to start the show. People
you.
missed the music.
Mhm.
So we're back. Feels weird. I feel disconnected. I feel
Why?
like, when's the last time I saw you guys? You know,
Me?
both of you.
Us?
Me?
Yeah. When's the last time I saw you guys? I feel so disconnected.
Let me look at my calendar.
I mean,
Hold
yeah.
on. Let me bring up my calendar.
I pull up my desk calendar I have here, and I always write in there, did I see Jamal and
Brian
Bryan
has a
together?
calendar book, apparently.
Yeah, my calendar is a copy of Crying in H Mart in large font.
Hell yeah.
I didn't mean to buy a large font, but baby,
Mine is, of
it's
course.
large.
He meant to
It's
buy
so
large
big.
The font
Bryan is
so
at the
large.
opposite side of his room, and he opened it, and I could
Yeah.
read all the letters.
I'm gonna
And the
need it
words.
soon. Okay, calendar. When is the last time?
What
I
have you
saw
bros been up to,
Jamal?
huh?
I think it's been weeks.
Let's see, I got a
I
haircut
know.
last week.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Veterans Day.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. And it was.
Reeves, while he's doing that, what you been up to, man?
You know,
Like Denver.
I've
of
been
course.
thinking a lot about Thanksgiving,
Good. I
how
like
I'm going
that.
to approach Thanksgiving.
What'd you land
And
on?
I spent a lot of time. I made a note
Mm.
on my phone because I
Nice.
was like, I'm doing Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to throw together a Thanksgiving 2024 note. I had
Someone's
the,
got to do it.
I
Yeah.
had the dishes. And
Okay.
these were just spitball, just all the dishes I could potentially think of.
Mm-hmm.
I got what is needed. Like, what are the things, the utilities that I need to put this together?
Top of the list: electricity.
Electricity,
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi,
Gotta have Wi-Fi.
running water,
Laptop.
Yes.
gas,
Laptop.
Yes.
matches, laptop.
Laptop.
What to make before the night before? What to make what to make the day of?
Number 2's both time.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Make
I
room.
was planning it all out. We decided to go to someone's house. So that
Can you bring something?
we have been requested to bring a pie.
Does a dessert?
A pie.
Okay,
we
let me
would bring
guess.
a
Let's
pie.
play a game called Let's See if Who Knows Reeves Best.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Welcome to
Two
another
different
episode
songs.
of Who Knows Reeves Best. This is where Bryan and Jamal try and guess which kind of Thanksgiving pie Reeves is going to bring to a friend's house. Bryan, you're up first. Go ahead.
Sweet potato.
Okay, classic pick. Jamal, you're up next. If I know Reaves and the fam and his sous chef, I'm feeling pecan. I think it's pecan.
You
That's what
think
I
his
think.
sous chef wants to eat nuts? Little sous chefs can't have nuts.
I think
Not supposed
pecans
to.
being taken.
Okay, I'm gonna change my answer to making whoopie pie. Wait, no, sorry, I'm changing it one more time. Last chance. Poontang.
It is an apple pie.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't think you guys would go traditional.
We do.
You're very traditional.
We've
like
made
family.
The missionary of pies.
yeah. We've made a variance of pie types, berries, stone fruits.
Yes.
We've done some cherries before, and that didn't work too well. But the apple is always a hit.
Yep.
So we will be going with the apple.
Now I wish I was going to your Thanksgiving. It'll be apple pie for sure. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I'll take a picture. I'll send it to you.
Thank you. Please do.
You
Real
know
quick,
I'm a voyeur.
Jamal, how many game show improv scenes did you see last night?
There's actually only one. Oh my
only
god,
one. Because
Was
thinking
one, yes.
of the age of the people improvising, I would have guessed like every
Yeah.
other scene would have been a
Nope.
game show.
There was one long one.
Of
Just
course.
It was
games.
a dating game scene.
Oh,
Oh, of course, yeah.
For librarians, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
funny though. That's a
Yeah.
good premise.
Mhm.
Yes, and I do the books.
Yes, yeah. Dewey Decimal System.
Yes, let
of
me
a
look that up
Down. Yeah.
in the filing cabinet. Wow, 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 wow.
Yes, you have a phone, but librarians actually help the world. Also, one of the people they interviewed was the supposed 2024 Librarian of the Year. How you win that, I don't know.
Could ask my wife.
My wife.
She was a librarian.
You should ask her. Get her on
Hey,
right now.
baby. Hey, sugar.
No answer.
I don't know.
Hey, sweetie.
I think she passed away. No answer.
That's where you go? That my wife is dead?
She wasn't answering. I don't know.
So she's dead.
I don't know. Why is she answering?
I don't know. Maybe she's
What?
on
Yeah,
the can.
Were you saying that she's? Did you say she's on the can?
Yeah. My brain wouldn't go there. I
Disgusting.
assume
Both of
she's
you are
just living her
disgusting.
life, and if she's not answering, well, sorry, Brian.
Yeah, maybe she has headphones on. I would if I had to listen to me. I think
Yeah.
we last talked to each other on maybe the
22nd of
the
October.
14th maybe of
The
October.
14th. Oh my gosh,
Well,
that's stressful.
it's got to be before then, right? I delivered a pizza to Reeves after.
Well, that's me.
right.
I'm not Reaves.
That's true. That we're different.
Yeah, that's true.
We are
You
different.
guys are different. You're not a monolith. And I
We
hate
are
it.
not. If anything,
We do vote
We
the
are-
same,
we do vote
Yeah.
the same.
but we
Yeah.
are not a monolith.
Jamal, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you making? Because we all know it's in 2 days.
Other than
Yes.
history,
Okay.
I'm making, blackaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe for the last time ever.
Wow. Okay. This is
Yeah.
big news. What's going
yeah.
on?
It's
Because
just
of Trump.
Yeah.
Are you not allowed to anymore?
I just don't think I'll be able to get away with it next year. So
Yeah.
I mean,
People will feel, emboldened to say things like mac and cheese does not involve
belong at
Yeah,
Yeah.
belong at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, it wasn't at the original Thanksgiving. So what are you doing? And it's
Yeah.
like you don't know what was happening in those houses that weren't connected to the main house.
Jamal,
Mhm.
if you can find a way to get to my house safely,
Mm-hmm.
you can cook it in my house. And maybe if you can find a couple of houses from DC to New Jersey that'll let you stay there, and you can make your way up here to the north, and then you
Is
can
there
make
some
all the
kind of
macaroni
like
and cheese you want.
train system I can take that might be lesser known than like Amtrak or something?
I wouldn't know about it. I'm not supposed to know about it.
You sure? You don't know? Like, if you have any underground information, I would appreciate that.
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Okay.
But yeah, you can always come here.
But if you do find out something, can you put a candle in your window?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also gonna put some sheep's blood on the front door so that when the Holy Spirit comes around at night, it won't kill my firstborn child. Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
Yeah.
It's good to know about the candle in the window thing because that explains
Mm-hmm.
incidents that have happened in my life before.
People knocked on the door, said, "We's cold, sir."
Is that what happened, Reaves? Is that it?
I'm like, it's Christmas, okay? I put a nice little candle in every windowsill.
We sure would like a place to sleep.
That apple pie smell in there?
Y'all look like a pecan pie family. I'm
just
surprised.
slowly closing the door. Of course, I didn't do the chain. The chain is kind of open. I'm just
That's
peeking
open.
my eye through.
Yeah, that's got to stay closed.
Yeah.
As people go to the next house, you wouldn't believe we had a man close the door on us. He was making apple pie.
They head to Georgetown where every house has a candle. They're in trouble when they start knocking on those doors.
We's lost. You sure is.
Okay.
We can keep that in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not,
Yeah,
I
you don't
try.
need it.
I could if it's needed.
But
It's not
you
needed.
normally judge it is not needed.
No, I can make those jokes now.
Yeah. You got to.
Yeah, I have to. It's actually in our contract with Tom.
Yes. You guys remember Tom?
Remember Tom? Oh, we're going to talk about him later.
Yeah. I believe he's an uncle now. All right.
Is he? Who had a kid?
Oh, that was metaphorical.
Wow. I don't get the
Leave
aria.
Okay, let's do
I got
something.
that old person thing where I don't get it. Okay, it's a game show now.
Now I got it.
Okay, guys, next game show.
Librarian
We'll get 'em
needs
back.
a date. 3 weirdos dating a librarian. All right. Chefs. Let's do a segment we do every week called "Chefs I Prepared for You." This is where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night, and we present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. There will be a winner. I think this is the first time I'm here since the big pick happened. Since the big picking happened.
Oh, yeah, the big picking.
Yeah, we don't have to pick anything for another 4 years. So
Ever
right.
again. Ever again.
Oh yeah, that's actually we don't have to pick anymore at all. All right.
That's good. I'm sick of picking.
Oh, my
Ugh.
gosh. It's exhausting.
Every
Just
4
someone
years, I
pick
gotta
for
pick.
me.
Ice road pickers, am I right?
Just, pick for me. You know what I
Yeah.
like.
Or we just don't pick.
You know
Yeah,
what I
Pick
we
like.
don't
once, and then we just don't ever pick
Yeah.
it.
And that person
pick
can pick.
stays. Yes.
That person can pick.
Yeah.
Maybe
All
it's
right.
their son.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like it could work.
One
Yes.
of them. One
I
of the
just don't want
sons.
to pick anymore. Maybe the
Yeah.
tallest one. Kill
Yes.
little animals.
Yeah.
Can't
the,
talk.
The youngest, tallest one.
Clearly a freak.
Looks
Don't
like
make fun of
the-
kids. Okay, I'm gonna fucking make fun of it.
okay.
I want to kiss you.
We sure is cold out here. Get off my porch. I'm lighting the candle.
All I have is whale.
I'll shut the can. It's because the fluoride's why I sound like this. I can't wait. I'm so excited for so many things to happen. I can't wait.
I'm taking a pass.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to find out how they're going to treat my MS in the future.
So, chefs, I prepared for
Holistic meats.
you. Chefs, I prepared for you. Sauteed kale, curry flavored rice, and ground beef. Made a scrambled dog.
That's a scrambled egg.
Man. Make chefs I prepare for you great again. Let's go back to the classics.
If only I had sloppy joes last night. We really bring it back to when it mattered. When it
If only I
mattered.
had roasted a chicken, we could have really given people what they wanted.
That's right.
So, to hit on that, we haven't heard from this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
What has happened since, and why is it back?
It's the best thing to do is take care of yourself when you're stressed out.
Yes.
And so, food is the best medicine. And so here I am just trying to take my baby aspirin
Every day, one every day.
Yeah.
Yep. Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
What kind of beef? We talking 80-20, 70-30? What are you working with?
85-15. Fuck
Okay,
it.
fives in there.
Okay, you got to go ask for that.
I like a
right.
good 82 18.
You take your little block up to the butcher and say, "Can you cut a percentage of this off and add a percentage of it on?"
Just 15% of fat, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So yeah.
You get your beef at the farmer's market?
You know it, dog.
That's right. That's what I thought.
You
I
know
love
it,
it.
dog.
Nothing is too good for you.
Nope. And the farmer's market is really good, so I don't know what you're talking about. Why you're hating?
I'm not hating. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you go to? Not to like have our listeners zero in on how to get to you.
Yeah. I'll use a code word.
Thank you.
I go to the one that's uptown
Okay.
and not
All right.
downtown.
Say less.
Okay.
Say less, says Reaves.
Oh, so you did let those people
Uptown.
in.
All right, bet.
Reaves did let those people into his house. Learn some slang.
We sure are cold. Say less, fam. Come on in. Honey,
I told you about the candle.
they're coming in.
Click the candles off.
Yeah, we got one. We don't need any more.
Wait, this one's real.
Yeah.
Chefs, I prepared for you leftover pasta
Okay.
and then was still hungry,
Of course.
ate a handful of chocolate covered almonds,
Okay.
was still hungry.
Why not?
I had a freaking French baguette laying around, just dicking around on my, on my kitchen table,
Mhm.
Not paying rent, just sitting there.
just looking at me.
Mhm.
Lazy.
Getting hard.
Break
Getting
that
hard.
bad boy off, cut it open, put a little jam in there,
Okay.
a little provolone cheese,
Mhm.
munching on it. It looks so good. My wife said, "You know what? You make me one of those. I'll have one of those." Those
Easy.
3 things. That's what I prepared for you.
So she didn't say please.
Not in this house.
All right.
I gotta know. Jam and provolone.
Yeah.
Explain.
What flavor is the jam?
This was a blackberry jam.
He did let them in.
Preserves maybe were involved.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And provolone cheese. Now, these were the only options I had.
I would never think to combine that.
So here's what
I'm
I
dumb
did.
though. I got a real hole in my head where my brain is supposed to be.
I looked at it.
Medical marvel over here.
We got to study him. I looked at it and I said, this is French, and I want to keep it in the universe of French cuisine. How do they deal with their baguettes?
Multiverse.
Yes. She's
Fromage.
a little bit of sweetness jam.
Sucre.
That's all I know from this point on. So
And it was good.
It was good. It wasn't bad. I mean, if I had the choice between the type of cheeses I was using and the jam I was using, I would have chosen differently. But there were no other selections. I mean, we talked about this in a previous episode. I got a lot of cheese banging around in my fridge. 'Cause I'm a bagel man and I'm fucking around with them. But I was like,
Right.
I want to use provolone. That feels like that's going to go well. And it went fine. Wasn't
Nice.
great. You want a nice cheese probably with this, like a hard cheese that you're cutting into. I think that'd be better.
Okay. What was the review of your wife when you made her one?
It's good.
Okay.
Voice went up that high?
We are married to Seinfeld.
It's good. It's damn.
Reheated pasta. What is that? Red sauce noodles?
Oh yeah, red sauce, little noodles. Now
What
listen,
kind of noodles?
What shape?
pin,
Bean.
Tube.
pin.
The tube.
So in my house, listen, I'm aware there's a lot of other pastas.
My house.
You got spaghetti. There's a million others, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
name 5.
But in this house,
Tagliatelle.
tortellini, we
Rigatoni.
only eat penne.
Fusilli.
All the others are gross.
Macaroni.
Only penny in the house.
Yeah. members of this family will not eat other kinds of pasta. We
Okay.
tried.
I know what you're talking about.
We're saying no,
No.
only these. So that's what we eat. So I reheated that, ate that over the sink,
Of
flex.
course, yes.
Flex.
And then I did put some oregano on there. I put some parm
Okay.
and a little red pepper flakes.
Beautiful.
You know, make it taste like a pizza.
Beautiful.
So
What was
that's
the
what I
second thing?
A handful of chocolate almonds.
That's right. Chocolate melt in your hand before you can eat them all?
No, these are so processed that you know, my hands are always kind of heated.
Of course.
But they don't melt. They kind of have a sheen on them in some way that I
Gotcha.
think you can't really penetrate it other than with like your chompers.
Mm.
And even then, it doesn't do a good job. I think I broke a tooth.
Chefs, last night I procured for you.
We didn't do you yet?
I'm
Holy
last.
shit.
I'll go fast. Concession stand outside of section 1 at the Parental Center. French fries and possibly the worst chicken tenders I've ever had in my entire life.
Good for you.
No.
Let me explain. I'm going to go quick. The Prue, the Rock, there are two separate chicken types. You can get the ones that are frozen, and they have ones that they hand batter there. They didn't have the hand battered ones there last night, only the frozen ones. And boy, oh boy, were they bad. I took a bite of one. Almost half of it was knuckle. Like when I had to take it out, and it was like an empty hole in the breading where the knuckle had come out. And I was like, I'm done with those, and just had fries and honey mustard the rest of the way.
Now,
and a Sprite. And I had a Sprite also. I just went with my wife.
That's a nice spoil for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's treat ourselves to a nice Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Which we know why he likes Sprite.
Mm-hmm. Let him in.
You've been doing that for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Let him in.
Reaves is still a Sierra Mist kind of guy.
Yeah, but that's what my store has.
Reaves' store still has Sierra Mist. It's been out of... They don't make it anymore. He still has it.
Well, I stocked up during COVID.
Yeah.
My basement's full of them.
That's why it's out. He says all of it. I will not drink Starry.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thank you.
That's not right.
No.
And I know we are all experiencing financial hard times.
Yes.
Or at least we've been told that. How much did this cost?
Okay. 3 chicken tenders, handful of fries, $17, $16.99.
Okay. This is why we lost.
Mm-hmm.
Sprite. Pretty big Sprite. Not a small Sprite. $8.99.
$8.99.
$8.99. Not even a souvenir cup.
Yeah, this explains everything.
No.
This is why people picked the way they picked.
Oh no, Joe. Oh no, Joe.
This explains everything, Bugs.
I mean, you buried the lead a little bit. You were at an event.
I was at an event, a premium live event.
Yes.
For wrestling fans out there, I was at the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Center.
You saw some men and women hurt each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Had a good time. A lot of good time. I saw Big AJ, and I don't talk about this.
We don't need to get
We're
into
done.
it.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into it.
Yeah. Let's pick.
I am out of protest abstaining from picking.
Very big of you.
Okay. And I will pick Jamal.
You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
And I'm gonna pick Reaves. 3
Of
separate
course.
meals.
Of
3
course
separate
you
meals
It
in
was
one
a
meal.
3-course meal, yeah.
And he ate dessert second.
Yes. In the middle. Breaking all the rules. I'm an outsider. Chaos.
Reaves cooked 3 different meals. That's a red hot chili cook-off. We'll be right back after this.
Pod-chap.
And we're back. Season 9, episode 4. Red Hot.
PODCAGF. It's time for more Pod Chef. There we go.
That was cool as hell. Can we also get a Red Hot Chili Peppers song playing? Ding, ding,
Yeah, I know all these.
Does anyone really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
No.
Okay, good. That verifies it.
Someone's cousin, I think.
Yeah. It is all Anthony Kiedis' fault, right? If it was anyone other than him, I think they would be okay.
Is that the guy who has his shirt off all the time?
That's
Yeah,
right.
Well, no, that's Flea. They
Oh.
all kind of do.
They all kind of have to.
That's their
Get
thing.
dressed.
Yeah. Lesson 1, get dressed. I mean, they're okay. They're they have a lot of money. Someone likes them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know? It's not me. It's
Definitely me.
It's no one I loved.
It's not me either. I have like a bunch of their albums and I've read all of their autobiographies. That's not a joke.
It's not you though.
Why?
I
Wait,
might
do
have
all
talked
of them
about
have
it.
one? Flea has one. Kiedis has one.
Flea and Kiedis, I've read those.
Will
And they
Hines'
are
twin
good.
Does not have one. Not Will Hines. Will Ferrell's twin doesn't have one.
I hope Will Hines has one.
Got the
Mhm.
improv book.
This is Top Chef, Season 9, Episode 4, Red Hot Chili Cook-Off, Episode 125. This original air date, November 23rd, 2011, 1.67 million people. This is the highest people that have watched this season. Think about that.
Okay.
And in comparison to last season, it was 2.12 million. So they are down.
We're losing.
Hmm.
Yeah. We're back up. We're back up in this episode. a
Well,
little
it
bit.
is right after, you know.
Mm,
Mm.
you know.
You know.
We are in San Antonio, of course, Texas.
Mhm.
We open on the chefs back in the Top Chef house, chatting about Keith's elimination. Sarah and Lindsay are like, I don't think anyone turned against anyone, actually. Honestly, I think we all stood up for each other
Mhm.
and we were all very respectful.
It wasn't just the shrimp thing. It wasn't that. It was other stuff too.
It wasn't it? We see one last thing. We see Paul hanging out with his sleeves rolled up. It is night out. I don't know what's happening to him. Maybe he got a new tattoo.
Okay.
Roll your sleeves down, dog.
The next day at the Top Chef kitchen, the chefs enter. They see a big board. It's got chilies and dollar signs. And in walks guest judge is Mary
Two.
Sue and Susan Vinegar, which does sound like her name is Susan Vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that a coincidence? Because she's a chili queen. And sometimes people put vinegar with chilies.
Hey, there are no coincidences.
That's true.
Mhm.
I was gonna say yes, but I don't think it is. I think you're right. I think there's not one.
We jump
Where
right
do I
into the
know
quick
this
fire
woman
here.
From she was on something else. Was she on some other show recently? Some other food show? I'm sure she is.
Who? Susan Vinegar?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. She's got, she's interesting. When she goes around and judges, she makes a couple of jokes. She's pretty honest, so she feels like she's got some charisma that's made for TV.
You know
TV
who else
judging.
is doing a lot? Mary Sue. Every time she eats something, she winks, she smiles, she does something every time. She has a tell. She doesn't have a good poker face.
Yeah.
She was like,
She
very
winked
expressive.
she gave the cutie wink right to Chris. As he gave her a chili in her mouth. The quickfire challenge here, the chefs must make dishes using an assortment of chilies ranging from mild to hot on the Scoville scale.
Mm-hmm. Starts
Finally.
at 2,000.
Scoville's here, finally.
Starts at 2,000.
Thank God. The winner will receive immunity as well as a cash prize, which is associated with each ingredient. This will not be brought up until the very end. We will talk about it later.
I liked this quickfire. I think this is a fun quickfire.
I'm happy science is back.
I also am glad. Well, for now.
We're using the Scoville scale,
Yes.
Finally. Get out of that metric system.
It's like betting, and I love betting. I don't have
Yeah,
any problem at
wow.
all.
Yes. I like betting ads more than anything else. I think they're funny
I
as
cannot
hell.
get enough of them. Please keep more sports betting ads, please. Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx, never leave my TV.
Bryan was big in Wall Street bets on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm all over Wall Street bets. I'm tweeting about Dogecoin.
Mm-hmm.
13
And-
cents, going
and-
up to 14 cents.
Yeah,
Buy
now-
now.
Rocket ship.
Brian's now tweeting about Doge, the office, where Musk is going to be working.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to turn that office into a coin.
Yeah. I'm ready to invest now. I have capital to invest right now. Capital B for Bryan.
Is this something Capital 2 credit card for people with bad credit?
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either.
I
Right.
do like that.
Worth
Yeah.
exploring.
Yeah.
Capital 1.
Write it up. Let us know how it goes.
I will.
You guys eat spicy food. You like to
Heck
fuck
yeah,
with
dog!
chilies?
Heck yeah.
No, sometimes I get the hiccups very easily though.
I'm a heat
Yeah.
seeker.
You are? Now, does it
I ate a
affect your
habanero
tum-tum?
by itself.
For real?
Yeah, at an
shit.
improv show this year at Palooza.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
Ate a
sounds fun.
habanero.
That sounds like a good time.
That's
Ate a habanero by myself
That's improv.
on an empty stomach, and I was fine. The heat was not the problem. It was the empty stomach, and the show ended, and I immediately threw up.
Oh,
Should have done up while the show's going on. That's
oh,
comedy.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, save it for the show. Save it
No,
for the
my stomach
stage.
literally said, "Yo, dog, we don't have anyone down here to service this pepper you just put down here, but we got to get it out of here. Everyone's
gotta
off
get
work.
outta here. It's got to bounce.
Yeah,
You gotta Uncle Phil this out of here. Ah! Jazzy Jeff that shit right out of
that's
there.
basically what happened.
I have a similar problem. Even if I eat something along with it, if I don't do a preemptive, Pepto strike,
Wow.
but it's not coming out the front door.
Okay, it's sneaking
Back
out
door.
the back.
Yeah. Coming out my belly button.
Like,
You just gotta
Chris Brown
squeeze it
exit.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be able to just eat stuff like that. I can't anymore. It'll kill me.
That's
kill me.
Yeah. I'm learning that the hard way, apparently.
We see the chefs running for ingredients as this kicks off.
mhm.
Beverly just kind of moseys
Just-
her way, and we're going to talk a lot about moseying in this episode. She moseys
It
her way
is
to the
Tejas.
Chili's. Oh, hell yeah. And she just starts chewing on them.
She just bites into them
She's like, you can eat these raw.
like it's a carrot.
It's
Just
tasty.
like she's Bugs Bunny eating
Yeah.
into a carrot. She looks insane.
She looks
looks
out of her
insane.
mind, and she verifies to us later in this episode that she probably is out of her mind.
She's not
And-
doing well.
Ed is inhaling these through his nose. He's snorting chilies, trying to get the smell. He's like, okay, it smells real spicy. Good to know. Chewie tells us, he's obsessed with habaneros. He says, I have enough cans of habaneros to last me through the next nuclear fallout.
What does he know that we don't know?
Yeah.
Exactly. That is literally what I wrote down. What does he know? What has happened that we don't know about? And what
Mhm.
does he know is going to happen?
Yeah, he's prepping with habaneros. When the bomb drops, and it's gonna, according to Chewie, don't come to me hideously deformed from radioactive waste and ask me for habaneros. You should have thought ahead, canned your own habaneros. So don't come
Mhm.
here, Mr. Two Heads.
Do you
have any
habaneros?
Snake body.
Freaking Fallout Ghoul.
Freaking Fallout Ghoul. You're the cop cowboy from Fallout the TV show. Walter Goggins, great character actor. Walter Goggins, really love him. He's a lot of fun in everything he does.
Paul swings big. He goes for the ghost chilies. He's like, I ate shit in the last quick fire, and I'm not eating shit again. I'm taking big risks. I'm gonna murder these judges with this ghost chili, and that's the biggest risk I could possibly take. Judging, Beverly does the Anaheim chili. Again, it's like a cream crudité. It's just a raw chili. They're like, okay, this is interesting. Also, you are on the bottom now. Because this is a raw chili.
Because this isn't chili.
You didn't cook it.
We see Grayson's dish, and it does look like a Safeway brand frozen section deep fried pepper that you would get in like a, TGI Fridays pack.
Yeah.
But they love it. She's one of the people on the top. They're like, good job. That's what we wanted. We're excited to see things like this, what we know. I saw Carrie. Can you
behind
ask
you.
her
You wanna
now?
ask her now?
Carrie, how do you win Librarian of the Year.
Notice he didn't say baby this time or honey.
Never to her face. You don't know what that is, so you don't think it exists?
It might. You probably have to be nominated by someone.
Okay. She called
Can
that
she
person
speak
a
into the
liar.
mic, please? I don't know. I didn't hear it.
Can you
I
get your
can't
wife a
believe
mic?
you.
She doesn't want to see that. Babe.
She's not answering. She died.
Yeah, sweetie. They want you to talk on the mic and say what you know about Librarian of the Year.
I don't know anything about like.
She knows nothing Librarian of the Year, she says.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
fine.
I'll
Okay,
take
thanks,
your word.
baby.
She doesn't
Tell that
answer
nice
when
woman
you.
you love her.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, doll. I love you. You hear the response?
Oh, that was
What?
adorable.
I do know that Wubby's in here. That my little dog's on the floor. I do know that. That my little sous chef's down there keeping an eye on the whole thing, making sure you guys don't act up. This is the content people want to hear about, right? This people love this shit.
Mm-hmm.
We do know Reaves' wife is listening again.
Yeah, we do know. She did text.
She's
Brian.
back on the pod chef train. Toot toot.
First thing I said to her, I was like, "Oh, nice to meet a listener." She was, and then you know what she said? I turned it off after you started talking about the challenge. And I appreciate honesty. On top, we got Heather. She did a Thai chili. We had good heat in the dish. Grayson, again, she did the deep fried thing. Paul, he did a delicious dish. And he was confident. We like confidence. And on the bottom again, Beverly, Richie, and Chewy. Because you were not supposed to use canned tomatoes. That's disgusting.
Did you use canned tomatoes? Yeah, I did, but I cooked them for a while.
Yeah, but I put them in the fire thing. I put them on the fire. Make them taste different, you know.
I thought people liked canned tomatoes.
Nah, dog.
I like canned tomatoes.
You're supposed to like canned tomatoes.
I'm also trash, I guess. You know who likes canned tomatoes?
Who?
Allison Roman likes canned tomatoes.
She does.
Allie Rowe likes canned tomatoes.
She does.
If
She
only
explained
she'd
how
come
she
on
met
a
her husband
podcast.
in a thing today.
Did she? Was this the Thanksgiving one? I haven't gotten through
Yes.
it yet. Okay.
Yeah, she said that a fan was watching her Thanksgiving episode, and the fan's brother was like, "Who is that girl? I want to meet her." And then somehow pulled it off and married her. And then had a baby. So, folks, never give up on your dreams.
Wow.
We get a
Fine.
nice overdub of Padma doing the math of
Mhm.
how much everyone would potentially have gotten all
Thanks
the top
for
people.
thanks for trying with this, Pat. Thanks for really giving an effort on this, making it sound like you weren't there.
Well, Tom sent me a like WikiLeaks style email drop of the edit that showed all the Top Chef scientists doing complex math to determine the amounts based on the habanero, chili scale that they were on. Anyway, Paul wins.
Mm-hmm.
He did chilled coconut soup with the ghost pepper relish. Good for
Can
you,
I
Paul.
say, they never once explained if it was spicy or what the heat level in that soup was.
They seem fine.
Not
they didn't
once.
die.
They didn't say it was a good spice or a bad spice or not enough spice or a good amount of spice. They said nothing about it.
They literally said nothing and walked away. And he was like, I got no comments. I don't know what that means. And then he
He
won.
won. That shit made no sense.
That's bad TV. That's
bad TV.
Give us a dub of someone lying about how they liked it or not.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Pick a lane.
Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
Shut up and cook. Shut up and drive.
Elimination. The elimination challenge here.
Shut up and vote.
Okay. Vote or die.
Vote or no sex.
I love voter.
No sex in the champagne room.
Mm-hmm.
I did a sketch at voterdie.com and didn't get paid.
Did you know it was for free? You got exposed though, right?
It was all about the exposure, right?
Yeah, as long as you got exposed.
Yeah. Okay. The elimination challenge here. The chefs have to participate in an age-old Texas tradition, the chili cook-off. The contestants are randomly divided into 5 teams of 3 and have all night to cook. And the dishes have to be cooked at the Top Chef house.
Yes.
In the Top Chef kitchen, using the limited cooking supplies and space that's available.
Or the Top Chef outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's also in play, not just in the kitchen. Can be in the outside.
It can
in
be
the
outside
little
of
fire
the
thing.
house.
Could be in the grill if you got to the grill first. Because there's a lot of like, I got this first, it's mine.
Yeah, we saw a lot of people jockeying for positions, putting their arm down on top of the
Making
grill.
deals. Well,
Oh,
first I saw that Ed went up there and licked the stove. They licked the grill. I was like, this is mine.
Yeah.
I licked it. Do you want it now? I licked it. You can use it, but I licked it.
I gotta go
Cutting
lay down
deals.
though. I don't feel good.
I'm allergic to
But I felt bad
steel.
before I got here. It's a coincidence. Had nothing to do with me licking it. I feel real bad though. I am so tired. Let's go through the teams here. The teams are pre-selected via a pot under their station that they need to pull out with colored aprons. So we got the red team. That's Chris, Dakota, Whitney. We'll talk about Whitney in a second. We have green team, which is Chris, Chewy, Sarah. Blue team, Ed, Heather, Paul. Black team, Beverly, Naisha, Richie. White team, Grayson, Lindsay, and Tylor. Naisha is already worried about her team. She's like, Beverly is meek, and Richie, I think, has been cooking for a couple of weeks max. He said his mom cooked for him before then, so I don't know what to expect.
Good thing you didn't say that, or Chris could hear it.
I know.
Oh, he loves that kid.
We'll hear the emotional goodbye. Chris, the other Chris, is really worried about working with Sarah again because of the interactions that he witnessed between her and Keith. That tore the team apart. Not the lie that he told about Keith. The decision around the cooked shrimp. That part he forgot. That's not important. It's more about Sarah and how she behaved.
We all tried to stop him.
Yeah.
He just pushed back. He's a big man.
He's so big. He made me do it. Padma says, oh, and by the way, you got to be ready at 7 p.m. sharp at the rodeo. And there's going to be several cowboys there. And, oh, yeah, cowboys eat a lot. So you better make a lot of chili.
These cowboys love chili.
Mm-hmm.
Who says, do you think there'll be a bunch of cowboys there screaming or something like that? And someone's like, cowboys don't scream.
They yeehaw. Duh.
They yeehaw.
And talk real quietly and monotone.
Well, I don't think I had much of this chili after all. Soldier.
That's very good.
Thank
That's
you.
a good John Wayne.
Thank you.
Will there, little cowboy?
Are there beans in this chili? There better not be beans in this chili.
How many amuse bouches can you eat there, little lady?
Dude.
I feel this foie gras is under seasoned. What do you think?
Little lady.
Sarah won't shut up about her bull rider dad.
Yeah.
Which I think might be a lie. I think her dad was like a rodeo clown or something like that. She just wishes he was a bull rider.
As much as she was like pushing it. No, he was great. One of the best bull riders of all time. Not a clown.
I just don't get it. How come you're always at the rodeo every weekend?
Walked in the bed in the bedrooms putting on clown.
Don't look at me.
Is that a Simpsons thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Basically every joke I make is some kind of Simpsons reference.
And that's fine.
Yeah, it was everything.
They've been going on too long to claim all the jokes now.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
gotta share.
Please.
We go to the grocery store. The teams are running like mad. They got to get to the butcher shop, the butcher table immediately. They're yelling at them. They're like, "Give us the brisket." They run out of brisket immediately.
How'd you run out? I was here first. I asked for 20 pounds.
We have another like meat stand issue with these folks. I was the first one here. I asked for brisket and there's none. You went to someone else?
Yeah, bunch of
Where's
butchers
your
going
manager?
rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's your manager? I'm gonna give them a letter in person.
The chefs race back to the house, start cooking. It's chaos. Immediately when they go in, they're going into the kitchen, they're going into the fridge, and Beverly makes one of her trademark announcements.
Coming through.
Nobody took my breast milk, okay?
So she's
Try
not
a quarter every time. that I've heard that in my life. Arcades would fear me.
Unlimited phone calls in the 90s. I wouldn't stop making phone calls
It
in the
would be
90s.
terrified of me. How do we get this guy out of here? He hangs out at a breast milk farm.
Put 1010, 220 out of business because they'd never get used again.
My name would be on every Gauntlet Legends arcade game under
You
every
wouldn't
character.
even know who It's Bob, We Oughta Baby Eats a Boy is because you never would need to exist because of quarters.
Honey, where were you? Why didn't you call? I wanted to call, but I can't compete with a man that's making a call that has breast milk quarters.
He's at every payphone at the same time somehow. The quarters.
And he keeps looking at me, pulling up his finger as like he's got 1 minute left. And I found out finally what he meant was he's still on the phone.
What I didn't see is that he was actually going back and forth with the finger.
Yeah.
Going,
I gotta go see my optometrist.
I missed it totally. I had one finger up just sitting there. He was waving it back and forth the whole time. It was actually, and it was Dikembe Mutombo too.
Yeah.
No, sweetie, it was not. Oh God, I really gotta get to the eye doctor now.
I gotta get to the eye doctor.
I thought it was Dikembe Mutombo.
I put a candle in my car window, so that was
Sweetie, can you tell my other wife this too?
No. Rest in peace. What a legend.
rest in power.
Yes.
We see Whitney, who I mentioned before, talk about braised meats and how the longer you take with it, the better it will be, the deeper the
Mhm.
flavors. And the really interesting thing about this is that Whitney is a chef on this show. And I've never seen her before. She came on my screen and I was like, who the hell is this?
Is she the one with tattoos?
Yeah,
With,
she's
like,
got
all the
tattoos,
Yeah.
which we know is bad sign.
It's a real bad sign for her. It's not looking good. I did notice that she did X her hand, so she's a big fan of CM Punk.
Hell yeah. Join the
Huge
club.
CM Punk fan.
And what happens next? In walks the Tomcat. Just strolling around, bothering everyone.
Mm-hmm.
He's also in his chef's coat, in case anyone needs him for any reason.
Or anyone spills something wrong.
Yeah.
His luggage got lost in the flight to Texas. He's just is all he's got.
That explains the outfit at the chili cook-off.
Yeah, he had to borrow some from a cowboy.
Howdy, partner. You got a pair of slacks and a button down that you might
You got
want.
perhaps you got a pair of dungarees this old cowpoke could borrow from you.
I'd love to saddle up and ride to the
Seem
old
to
chili.
have lost my luggage on the old flying horse.
There it is.
If I could bother you for a button-down T-shirt.
Now, is this the
Somehow
Reverend?
become, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
That is
somehow,
Reverend.
somehow the Reverend showed up.
Yeah.
Heather is using peaches in her marinade, and Tom is looking at her like, "Are you sure about that?
What the fuck are you doing? I don't
Are
want
you
this shit.
sure about that? I don't think so."
What are you gonna do with them?
It's 11 p.m. They're still cooking. Cut to a bunch of madness. Ed slamming a wine bottle against a wall and then drinking from it.
Yeah.
And then they want to talk shit on Chewie and say several times you had to remind Chewie that the beer is for the cooking and not for eating, not for drinking, eating it also.
Yeah.
When Ed is
Bottles.
housing a bottle of wine, taking it straight to the dome, and he opened it against a wall.
Yeah, we see him sleeping with it.
You tell me they don't have a bottle opener in the Top Chef kitchen?
They're roughing it out there. They were cooking chili all night. They didn't even get to sleep.
He was sleeping with the wine bottles next to him.
He was giving it a nice call. He's like, I need something to grab onto. What better
He's
than
like,
a nice
God,
wine
go
bottle?
home with last night.
Look at the
Wine
curves
bottle.
on this wine bottle.
Bow. Bow. Bow.
Someone asks, is like anyone going to sleep? And it like cuts to Tylor saying, I'm sleeping right here. And he's
Yeah.
chopping with his eyes closed.
Yeah, real safe.
Very scary.
My onion is mostly finger in this chili.
So some people go to bed, some people shower, some people don't. This really doesn't amount to anything.
Who's the guy? Chris. Chris is the guy that loves Richie, right?
Yes. One
What's
of the Chris's.
sunglasses thing?
He does have sunglasses on his head.
Top of his head. He has actual glasses on his eyes, face, And then above his eyes face, where you don't got eyes, as far as I know,
Mm,
sunglasses.
got eyes on the top of my head. Here's really what I was thinking. He was using them as goggles because the chilies were so hot. He didn't want them to get in his eyes.
That's really smart. He also was one time looking at a big star.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have using that to protect his eyes from the big star also.
Yeah, eclipse.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he thought they were eclipse glasses. Maybe they were. Maybe he went to the library and got them for free.
Mm-hmm. Well, can we ask the librarian of the year?
Hey, babe. You can still get eclipse sunglasses at the library, right? She said no, and she laughed. Because I'm funny. That's why she married me.
The
It's not
chef's
because of looks.
I didn't hear anything, so I'll take your word for it.
It's not because of height either. Average height at best. Same height as her, really.
Okay.
It's also not financial reasons for the God help. It's not financial reasons.
All right.
These are reasons that she should not have married me.
The chefs get to the rodeo. They have 1 hour to prep and slowly reheat your chili because you do not want to burn the bottom of
Don't
the chili.
scorch it. You're gonna scorch it.
Don't you dare scorch it.
Don't
you
scorch it.
Don't scorch it, dude.
Someone's got to stir it the entire time. Pour it from one can to the other can. Don't scorch it.
Then the gates open and in come the freaks.
The cattle.
Tyler at
Moseying
some
in.
point says, Tyler does do the save a horse, ride a cowboy, right? He does say that at some point.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
love
does.
that. I love that saying.
It's
That's a
fucking
great saying. That's really funny.
It's so cool. They all start eating, trying the chili. We get a cut to one of the old cowboys. He's in the middle of a conversation saying, and one of them is from Texas, born and raised Texan.
I wonder if that team wins.
Well, yeah, probably. And also, thinking about what he was just talking about, what would he have been talking about prior to that?
Oh, I can tell you.
Well, who else was on her team?
This is the black team, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Chewy. So Chewy's brown. And then...
And one of them's a Negro. Not from
It's like
Texas.
this. It's like this. It cuts to
Texas, though. You know what I mean?
This is how it cuts to it. It cuts to him, and he's like, and one of them is from Texas,
Yeah.
born and raised.
Well,
He
he's
didn't cut
kind of
that
like
left.
pulling everyone close in. He's like, and one of them's from Texas. He kind of leans back out like he's ready to speak louder again at a normal level.
Yeah, we missed the part where he said, now the first two I wasn't so sure about.
Honestly, I think a bunch of these here chefs are androids, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
One of
And
them,
one of them's a Negro.
but also an android, I think.
A couple of cyborgs, maybe, a couple of replicants, and also
The most dangerous version of a Negro.
I tried doing the tests, the one from Blade Runner.
They
as in
all
the second
failed.
one. Well,
They
it's
all
actually the
failed.
first one too.
It is in the first one.
Yep.
Movie starts that way. You're like, what the hell's going on? The first bit of this movie. And then it kind of stays that way for the rest of the movie. You gotta know what's going on for a while.
Can you imagine the 80s, a bar in Texas, cowboy saddles up? I just saw the damnedest thing. It was a movie called Blade Runner. And now I'm thinking, am I a replicant?
And how would I know?
I tried asking myself the questions.
He looks up, he's talking to Harrison Ford. Uh-oh.
But he's like Han Solo.
Yeah, he's dressed as Han Solo.
All right.
How many parsecs did you ride to get here?
So hold on. So you're watching a stage play and a banquet is in process. The guests are enjoying an appetizer of raw oysters. The entree consists of a boiled dog. Would you step out for a few moments, Rachel?
In come the judges. We got Tommy C, Patty Cakes, and Pale Gale Ale. And speaking of that, they open some brewskis and get
Well,
to eat
not
some of the
Tom.
chili.
And
Yeah.
Gail can't do it.
Yeah.
And they ask why. And she said, bagel accident. Don't ask.
There's only a couple things that could go wrong with a bagel.
Yeah, she put her finger in it. Broke get off inside of it. Say, hey, bro, look at this. Oh, God.
It's an everything bagel now.
Whatever you do, don't put your finger in the bagels.
That hole is a dangerous
It's
spot.
inviting, to say the
It's
least.
a dangerous spot.
I just see this hole, and
That hole is like a siren to my fingers.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful hole.
How else am I supposed to hold this bagel? Around the edges? Like a fucking weirdo?
No. Finger through it. I can hold 5 at once.
Yeah. I'm ringing them.
forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
It's been 7 months since my last confession. I
Since
put
my
my
last
fingers in the bagel again.
Okay, the judging here. We got the red team. They did a braised brisket and short green chili. It's nice and smoky. It's seasoned well. They cut to some kid saying he doesn't like spicy foods, and it's like, what are you even fucking doing here then?
That kid wasn't a cowboy either. Why are you here?
Get
Why
out
are
of
you here,
Texas.
I'm serving cowboys. Who are you? You're a child. Go home to your mother, dude.
We got the green team, a little too much sauce, but good overall. Blue team, they got some smoky brisket. Black team, they did the chili mole.
This sound good to me.
It sounds great.
It sounds great to me as well.
And it's got a side of cornbread. And Tom has this to say about the cornbread.
The black team's cornbread is definitely moister. It's got more flavor.
Unfortunately for them, it's not a cornbread.
Is he drunk?
Okay. So Finnegar's like, why don't I just go fuck myself then? Told her to shut the fuck up, basically. The black team's cornbread is the best cornbread. Hey, Susan. Hey, Susan. We're not
Alright.
judging cornbread, sweetie.
Challenge.
This is chili challenge, sweetheart. Fucking Susan over here talking about the fucking cornbread.
Tom, T, calm down.
No. Gail, listen.
I'm
No,
not gonna
okay,
calm
look.
down. Get your hand off me.
Bagel, calm down.
No, I won't go sit in the car. Okay, I will.
Only because you said the bluey is on the screen. You better be on there when I go in there.
Yeah.
Better the one that I like, where he's building the playhouse.
We can watch the Playhouse episode.
I want to see the one where Elmo brushes his teeth and does Katy Perry.
Okay, but we only have time for one episode. Then we got to go home.
I want to watch both!
We only have time for one. Then we can go home.
Okay, clearly he's tired. He's real tired.
He's so tired. He was up with them too, hanging out. They kept telling him,
he's-
"You can go home, Tom." And he was like, "Did you guys need me? I'll hang out, I'll drink. I got a bottle opener. You guys want to open a wine bottle?" He's jumping in the pool.
Hey, there's
Yeah,
a
he
wall over
is.
there. You want me to open the wine bottle on the wall?
I do it. It looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go. Let's get you to sleep, Tommy.
There's got to be a lot of farting going on at this rodeo, right?
Well, because there's no beans in any of the chilies.
It's true.
Well, one of the chilies has 3 beans.
That's right.
That's
One Billy has 3 genes. The rest... What the... One Billy has 3 genes.
1 belly, 3 jeans.
One Billy has 3 genes. The rest of the genes...
I love that video.
The rest of the Billies,
One
no
Billy,
genes
3
at all.
genes.
Teacher, I don't understand the last question on the math test.
If Billy has 3 genes...
You guys get in here. We're gonna watch 3 Billy 1 Gene.
Oh, I heard about this.
Gross.
It's supposed to be a button-down fly instead of a zipper.
Okay, the chefs get to watch a
We
little
do get-
rodeo. Go
I
ahead.
feel like we've talked about this before. Maybe I'm wrong, but the guy does say, or the woman does say, you don't know beans about chili because chili ain't got no beans. I've said that before to somebody, and I don't know why I've said it before.
Really? This is the
Yeah.
first time I've heard it, but it does feel like a saying that people say a lot.
Yeah, I remember talking about it with somebody.
Well, now's
Who
the time.
was it?
Not it.
It wasn't Jamal.
It wasn't me. This is the first time.
Was
I
it-
heard
Hey,
it.
sweetie. Hey, babe. Oh, God,
Never
she's
answers.
dead.
She never answers.
No.
Did I ever say... When I was watching Top Chef Season 9... years ago, I imagine. Did I ever tell you about the bean thing where you say you don't know beans about chili because chili ain't got no beans?
Just come on the episode.
I
Karen.
didn't say that. She doesn't remember. I think I did that for her.
Okay.
The chefs get to watch a little rodeo. It's time to go rodeo.
I didn't make it up. I wish I did. It was in the show. Yeah, if I made it up, we'd be, not living in this house. Penthouse.
The crowd goes wild for the chefs.
Yeah.
They're loving
Beverly hates it.
Beverly, okay, let's just get into it. We cut to the rodeo's going on. Riders are getting kicked by bulls.
They're abusing cows.
Yeah, they're abusing
rodeo.
cows. Everyone's going crazy. Cut to Beverly. She's crying.
Fully crying.
Second episode in a row, she's crying. Because she wishes her husband was there to see it. To see this rodeo, to see these riders get stomped by bulls. She's next to Naisha, who's talking to her, and she's got a face on like, what is this? Is she for real?
Fuck is happening next to me?
Beverly is crying so hard she keels over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Naisha's just smiling, like kind of looking around like, but she does kind of give her a little bit of empathizing and speaks with her, which is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beverly looks at her in the face and unironically says she will never forget the memories she has here in the rodeo on Top Chef. So I'm all for people being open with their emotions, and sometimes crying happens. I get it. This is a little much. It's a little much.
I love hanging out with my wife. It's great. Am I gonna cry if I see something cool and I wish that she was there to see it with me? No, because I could tell her about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's even better because I could lie and say it was even better than what it actually was.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, baby, I saw the rodeo. Okay, were they riding horses? Yeah, but also sometimes the men were being rid by horses. Oh, yeah. And you didn't think they'd be stronger, but they were. And then they were like, hey, any volunteers want to come down here and ride the horses? And I raised my hand. They called me down there. And I did the best out of everybody. I got an award. I couldn't bring home. It was too big. Wouldn't fit in the carry-on.
Padma comes out on a horse. No need to comment on that.
Everyone goes
because the
crazy.
one guy already
No
does
need
it.
to comment on that.
One guy already
Just
comments on it.
Imagine it. Tom is laughing his ass off at this.
He really is. This
He
is
thinks
funny
it's
to
the
him.
funniest thing he'd ever see in his fucking life.
This is funny to him.
She does
We don't
announce
know
the
why.
winner. I
On
don't
the
know.
horse.
I
He's
think
on the horse
he's
the entire time.
Yeah. She's on the horse. She yells out the green team has won. This is Chris and Chewie and Sarah.
Horse does a big on two legs.
Yeah.
Horse rears up.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Very happy about the green team. The horse
Padma
like that
and the
chili.
horse's hair is blown in the wind.
Mm-hmm. Both gorgeous manes.
On the bottom, we got the black team. Crowd cheers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, we hate them.
For different reasons.
This is, of course, is Beverly and Aisha and Richie.
With their mole chile.
But wait, there's more. They make them go back in and compete against each other to rework their losing chili into a winning dish.
Into
makes no
winning
sense.
chili.
This is very harsh.
How do you do this for a chili?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's you're already got
It's been mixed together
shit.
for
Yeah.
48 hours.
Yeah, and then they punish the two for abandoning the chunky part of the chili and just using it as a sauce, which I think is what you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since it's essentially a mole sauce.
I guess it's tough to pick who would go home based on the flavor because you could be like, well, who did what? And they all kind of did the same thing. It wouldn't be like, well, I chopped the carrots. So the carrots were bad. There wasn't any of that. It was it was a group effort.
Yeah. It basically, Beverly did a seared tuna and they were like, that's fine. And then Naisha and Richie did a Frito thing. They put Fritos in the chili and said, do you like this? And they both were on the bottom. But ultimately, Richie is the one who eats shit and goes home.
Richie, please pack your knives and go.
Is this the saddest elimination that's ever happened on Top Chef?
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes.
Heartbreaking face on Richie.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh,
This is Fast Times at Ridgemont High and goodbye music. Goes up to his coach. I love you, man.
I didn't show them how Moto can cook. I let down Moto.
Sorry. Okay. That's too soon. You can prep yourself cooking all you want, but you can't prep yourself for the emotional strain. It is absolutely much harder than it looks.
All right. Hell yeah, dog.
Richie is an amazing chef, and
All right, you can cut
I
it
don't
off
want him
now.
to
It's a
feel
long
like this is a
thing.
reflection.
It's a super long goodbye.
He is in absolute tatters. He has been shattered.
The saddest person you've ever seen.
He
Just,
immediately
like,
starts crying.
Head down, just like heartbroken.
Yeah. Can't even like look the judges in the eye. It is clear that he is crying. Nothing. Again, we were talking about other people crying. It's okay.
I cry all the time. I'll do it right now.
I'll cry in commercials.
Oh my god, commercials? When Jamie Foxx is telling me that there's a party going on? Fucking waterworks over here. Oh, instant.
Talon and Batman are like, yikes.
I know. They're like, uh-oh.
Whoops. Maybe we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, he like squeaks out a thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. And he goes back right into Chris's arms.
Into the loving arms of Chris.
Chris
Two
does say I love you
sunglasses.
to him.
He does.
It's nice. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Well, where are they now?
Yes.
Richie. He's the executive chef at Adorn in Chicago. So
Okay.
he's not a Sue anymore. He's an executive.
Yes. Does he still have a mohawk?
Yeah, kind of.
EC.
Wow.
He so yeah, it's like a fancy restaurant with tasting menus, custom dining experience, you know. The huge.
I like the name Adorn for a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
It works.
I like that. Yeah.
He's also the quote unquote dad to Noodle and the Iggy, and when you click that link, it is dead. So I had questions on what that meant, and they were not answered. So I mean, I don't know if that means that restaurant's gone
This
or
is
whatever
my
it was.
favorite part
Yeah.
of this show now is when Reaves describes the websites that don't work.
He also was on Iron Chef, the Iron Chef Netflix one that came out like a year or two ago. He was a Sue to Curtis Duffy, so you can check him out there.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
There we go. We did it.
Hell yeah.
We did it. Season 9, Episode 4, Red Hot Chili Cook-Off. Bryan, you can play the music.
Already?
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're all thankful for the fact that we keep doing this podcast. See you next week.
This is fun. Absolutely. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Nice.